Alright, well, now that I cleared up some memory, I guess I can do some recording here. So, just want to do a real quick, kind of a build update, really. It's not a running footage, but it's a build update on the TLR-22 3.0 Spec Racer. Basically, I bought this car. And actually, before I even get started, I want to apologize for the lack of content, the lack of video, the lack of product content this year. Me and the wife bought a house. Basically, excuse me, the paperwork's done. We're closing on the house Monday, so that took a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money this year. So I didn't really get to focus on my hobby as much as I wanted to, but I'm looking to do a 5B build for next year, so hopefully stay tuned for that. And I got a project at the new house for making a little kind of a RC getaway hut slash barn slash nitro little garage, I guess. Basically, it's going to be my little getaway from everyone. Where I can focus on the hobby and do my builds and stuff. So I'm gonna run electrical, try to get some heat and some AC there, and basically, power, lights, have all my tools and everything out there, and try to do some footage out there and stuff. So it'll be interesting, little project coming up. So again, I apologize for the lack of content, but it's been a while since I've shown this car. Basically, I kind of bought this a few years ago. I wanted to do a build, something for all the indoor tracks we have around here. Basically, something that can kind of keep me going during the winter time when there's feet of snow outside and you can't really run outside, or it's just too damn cold. There's a lot of indoor tracks that are open during the winter time, so and they're all 10 scale basically, so at least the ones that I've seen that are close. So I kind of built this for that, which I am running the good old DX4S. It's been a real good radio. It's one of my favorite radios. As far as the build quality is good, the way it looks, everything. It's just a good functioning radio. When Spectrum, Horizon Hobby, when they switched from the DSM-2 to the DSM-R, I guess they deleted the telemetry feature. So if you wanted to keep going with telemetry, you had to and you wanted the DSM-R, you had to update with a new radio. So it was kind of a bummer with this radio, but that's for another video or another channel. They'll explain that. I'm not going to get into detail on that. So basically, this has the new update, which did kill the telemetry on it, which I was kind of upset on. I didn't know at the time when I got it, but DSM-R is a good signal. It's basically what everybody runs now. But yeah, I'd like to have the telemetry feature on this radio. It's a very cool radio. It's a good collection piece to have now. I do have the DX5 Pro, the DX2E, the DX2E or 2S or whatever. I got a few Spectrum radios, but that's probably my favorite. I like that better than the DX5 Pro, to be honest with you. Alright, so enough of the radio. Basically, it's just a simple setup. I got the carbon fiber front mount. Now, they don't make a back mount carbon fiber with the mid-motor setup. The only way to get carbon fiber rear shock towers is to go with the laydown conversion kit, which this is a Spec Racer buggy, but it does have the chassis plate. Okay, it has the laydown conversion chassis plate, which when you bought the kit 4 years ago, I priced it. It was $180, and basically for $180 you got the chassis plate and you got the 3-gear laydown conversion transmission case. All right, that was all you got. You got a empty trans case shell and a chassis plate for like $180. Basically, all your gears and everything. Uh, Basically, it was an even swap from this mid-motor setup to the laydown conversion. And then they offered for that, like I said, they offered the carbon fiber rear shock tower. But if you're running the old mid-motor stock setup, you're not going to get a rear shock tower. So that's why I'm still running the composite. But I am running the what are they? The MIP axle pucks in the rear. Okay, which was a pretty expensive setup. I don't know if you can see it, but so I went with the axle pucks for the rear, and then I ended up getting, after I got that setup installed, I ended up going with a lighter axle shaft. All right, which was another purchase. So these two axle shafts, they're so light, you could put them in your hand, you can't even feel the weight. They're absolutely amazing. You know, when you're running what is this, 17.5 turn, when you're running a stock setup on these cars, you kind of want to go as light as possible. All right, now if you're running a mod motor 13.5 turn on these cars, you kind of want to have a little weight, depending on where it's needed. You know what I'm saying? But if you're running 17.5, you want to go everything light as possible. So basically, it's not much, man. It's just it's a cool little car. I enjoy driving it. It has a Trinity pinion. I think it's a 32 tooth. I'm running a Orion Ultimate stock motor. I have two of these motors. I have another one brand new in the box that I've never even used. I am running a 4,000 milliamp 120C discharge Orion pack. It's a great battery. Competition, all aluminum ESC from God, who makes this again? SkyRC. This is 120 amp ESC. Very little. I mean, like thumb size. All right, very small, packs a lot of punch. I have a Bluetooth module that I have to plug in, and then I have my phone so I can do all the Bluetooth updates right there on the fly. It's not really Bluetooth ready. You have to add the module, which plugs into here. Okay, you pull this rubber grommet out and you can plug it in. It's really quick, it's very easy, very fast. Running a Savox Servo 1256 TG, okay, which is the pretty much all the best servo for this style of car. I am running aluminum hubs with titanium shafts there. I'm running aluminum in the back. I don't know if you can see them. Aluminum adjustable TLR hubs also. Shocks been great, stock shocks. I bought this car used as a roller. Basically went through the whole car, replaced everything except for the shocks. I mean, they've been. I mean, I've had issues with my brand new Techno buggy that I just bought. My rear shocks are leaking a little bit, but TLR shocks they're absolutely amazing. They don't leak. They last. I mean, these shocks have got some miles on them, and they have not given me any issues. Same thing with my Nitro buggy TLR. I've had no issues with the shocks. Techno, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that, but I just, in my opinion, TLR makes a way better shock. You know, I'm not going to get in any of the adjustments. Basically, I haven't not taken this to the track yet. And again, I bought it for me and for my kid. Let him bop it around too. I'm going to get him one, and then we're going to go, now that he's getting a little bit older, we're going to get a couple, I'm going to build him one, and we're going to go to the track, indoors tracks during the winter time. Probably not this winter, I probably won't get to it, but maybe next year. So I'll get him the 5.0, whatever they got, and then I'm just going to stick with my 3.0 here. Yeah, it's been a real good, it is, you know, centered motor. It's got the CAN timing and the ESC timing. Okay. Yeah, SR210. That's basically it, man. A little chassis guard on the bottom, you know. Got a lot of spare parts for this car, man. A lot. And then the body. This is the only body I got another one that came with it. Was kind of shitty looking. But yeah, I painted this. Basically, I put tape on a lot of spots where the body seems to want to rub, you know, kind of wear through the paint, so I just put some tape. I do that in most of my cars, you know. Usually I'll use the electrical tape. I don't know why I did the Gorilla tape here, but other than that, man, that's it. Just wanted to kind of give you a heads up. Raw speed, actually, and I have another one brand new in the package. I don't know why I seem to buy two of everything. Great solid shock tower. I just wish they made one for the back without having to do the laydown. But I might convert it to the laydown since I got the chassis plate. Basically, it has the pockets milled out to accommodate for the laydown, where the Spec Racer stock chassis does not. So if you can look, if you know the car, you know how it's milled. You know this is not the stock chassis plate. So. Other than that, that's it. This car I haven't shown in a while. Just figured I would try to do a video in the few moments spare that I have. So other than that, that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching, and I'll try to get some more content out pretty soon. All right, man. All right, guys. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man.